There's this simple natural fiber that's kind of quietly becoming a huge deal for better health. But what is it exactly? Well, today we're going to demystify psyllium husk and figure out why this super fiber might just be the thing you've been searching for. All right, let's start with something I think a lot of us know all too well. You know that feeling? A little bloated, maybe irregular, or just not quite right. It's so common, right? But what if the reason for all that frustration is actually something surprisingly simple in our diet? So often the culprit is this thing called the fiber gap. And the simple truth is, with the way we eat these days, most of us just aren't getting nearly enough fiber. And guess what? Our digestive system is usually the first place we feel it. Okay, so if not enough fiber is the problem, what's the solution? Well, that brings us right to psyllium husk. Let's break down what this incredible, natural, gel-forming fiber actually is. So, at its core, it's a soluble fiber that comes from the shells of the Plantago ovata seed. But here's the really cool part. Its unique superpower. When you mix it with any liquid, it turns into this thick, viscous gel. And that gel, that's where all the magic for your gut happens. Let's actually picture how this works. You start with this really fine powder, you add it to water, and almost instantly it starts to expand and thicken up, creating this gentle kind of cleansing gel. It's this physical change that is the absolute key to how it works inside your body. Okay, so we know what it is, we know how it makes that gel, so what's the first big benefit? Gut health. Seriously, you can think of psyllium as your digestive system's new best friend. So how exactly does it help? Well, for starters, it gently helps you stay regular, which can ease stuff like bloating and constipation. But it actually goes way deeper than that. Psyllium also acts as a prebiotic, which means it's literally food for the good bacteria in your gut. So it's not just about, keeping things moving, it's about feeding and nurturing your entire gut microbiome. And that is huge for your overall health. But wait, there's more. The benefits don't stop with just digestion. Psyllium also plays this really surprising and super helpful role in supporting weight management and even balancing out your blood sugar. Just think about the difference for a second. On one side, you've got those annoying hunger spikes that lead to overeating. On the other, you've got this feeling of being comfortably full and for longer. How does that work? Well, that gel we've been talking about, it expands in your stomach, which helps you feel satisfied. It's a really simple trick that helps you feel full longer, cuts down on the urge to overeat, and helps keep your blood sugar from going on a roller coaster. It's all about feeling satisfied, not deprived. And hey, here's a super practical tip you can start using like today. Just try mixing 1 teaspoon in a glass of water and drink it maybe 20 to 30 minutes before a meal. It's such a simple habit, but it can make a real difference in helping you feel fuller when you actually sit down to eat. It just naturally helps you manage your portions. All right, so we've covered the gut, we've covered metabolic balance, but there is another major area where psyllium can really help out. Let's talk about how it can be a boost for your heart health. Yeah, studies have actually shown that psyllium can help lower that bad cholesterol, the LDL. It's also really beneficial for people who are managing insulin resistance. So what this means is, whether you're tackling a specific health concern or you just want to be proactive about protecting your heart, this simple fiber is a seriously powerful tool to have on your side. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now it's time for the how. How do you actually get started with this? How do you work it into your daily routine? Let's dive into some really simple, practical tips. One of the best things about psyllium is how versatile it is. I mean, the classic way is just to stir it into a glass of water or juice. Simple enough. But you can get creative. You can blend it into a smoothie. It actually makes them nice and thick. You can mix it into your morning yogurt or oatmeal. You can even add it to things you bake, like bread, to give them a nice fiber boost. Okay, now this part is really, really important. To get all the good stuff safely, there are 3 key things you've got to remember. First, and this is a big one, you must drink a full glass of water with every single serving. That's non-negotiable. Second, start small. Don't go all in on day 1. Start with a little bit and let your body get used to it. And third, if you take any medications, make sure you take the psyllium at least 2 hours before or after, just so it doesn't mess with how your body absorbs the medicine. As we start to wrap this up, I think this quote really nails it. A healthy lifestyle isn't about restriction, right? It's not about what you have to give up. It's about liberation. It's about adding simple, powerful tools that empower you and actually give you more freedom with your health. And honestly, that is the big takeaway here.
Adding something as simple as a teaspoon of psyllium to your day, that's a small choice. But it's those small, consistent choices that really add up over time and make a huge difference in your health down the road.
So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. When you look at your own health goals, could one small, simple change like this be the thing that makes a really big difference for you? It's definitely something worth thinking about.